Hey, welcome in. Hey, look, I'm getting it going. Okay, getting it going. Hey, hey. Yeah, running behind, Queen, but I'm here. All right, y'all hang tight. Let me make sure I got this ground wet, all right? Hey, boy, that's hot. Let me pull y'all back some. It is hot. Ooh. Let me get you back, fam. Let me get you back. Boy, it's hot.
Right behind here.
Oh, yeah, there we are, tribe. There we are. All right. All right, fam.
Miller.
Just got hot, babies. It just got hot, so I had to bring you back. Had to bring you on back. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. All right, so let me. All right, let's put you on the stand, okay?
Oh yeah. A lot better. Thank you.
All right. Now we're cooking, like literally cooking. Tab cooking too. My neighbor even came over. I was like, what the hell you burning?
Yeah, man, I'm just over here. This is my neighbor burning that shit.
Hush. Hush, Nova. You can say hey to Austin, but they're barking. Hush. Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I do.
All right, yeah. Get y'all straight. Get y'all straight. You're more than welcome to have a seat and join us.
Oh, no, I'm probably about to head back over there to the house. I was just seeing what was going on.
Make sure I ain't catch the whole woods on fire.
Nah, I figured you were good. I was just walking over here. I didn't know who the hell it was at first. And I seen you pop out.
Ain't no telling what I am now. Ain't no telling. How's your mom and daddy doing?
They're doing good.
Good deal.
Yeah, they're doing.
All right, guys, let me get y'all up over here so I can see y'all. There we are. So thank you for the mild heart attack. Hey, don't ever play now. There ain't no telling what'll come out of tab now. Trying to get some of this cleaned up. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I seen that shit when I pulled up on the four-wheeler. I was like, God knows.
Yeah.
I walked inside, grabbed me a couple of beers. I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk over here and talk to her for a minute.
I told you one time before, you know, clean out them straws there. I'll get Daddy's friend, Bascom, come over here and dig us a hole that you can burn in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, I burn all around this damn yard over there.
Right. That's how I had it over there when we lived at Mom and Daddy's old house. Bascom came with the excavator and he dug me a hole.
Mm-hmm.
So I done clean up and stuff in the yard. I just dumped it all in the hole and I didn't have to worry about it spreading and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. All right, besides B having a heart attack, how's everybody feeling? How's everybody feeling? What's up, Kyle? Welcome in, Queen. Welcome in, B. Welcome in, TA. Hey, Daniela. Y'all hear Nova?
Yeah, I run a YouTube channel.
So what?
I run this YouTube channel, Spiritual Healing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And teach that spirituality, get people straight. All this stuff that's going on in the world today. People need to heal, man. They some crazy people out here in this world. Can't stop.
Trust me, I believe it.
Ooh.
I believe it.
Huh?
I believe it.
Ooh. All right. How many we got? I had to check with Mom, make sure that we could burn stuff, because they had that burn ban for a long time.
No, it just got done raining. You picked a good time to do it.
Yeah. I was praying, so I was like, Lord, please don't let it rain tonight. Please don't let it rain. And I was scared that was going to be too wet, but I was like, if we have enough heat, enough sun today, I knew that mattress was going to dry, and then the rest of it would be good.
It poured last night.
Heck yeah, boy.
I was out in it. I got pulled up to the house.
What's up, Herb?
Crazy.
Now we have magical powers, right? All right, where we at on the time? Where we at? All right, we 10:03, guys. 10:03. 10:03. Thank you guys for being patient. Appreciate you, fam. All right. I'm scared I lost y'all for a good minute there, guys. I lost y'all for a good minute.
Well, I'm about to walk back over there to the house.
All right, Austin.
Take it easy. Y'all let me know if y'all need anything or anything like that.
All right, appreciate you, boss.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Y'all see my neighbor walking by. All right. So, fam. Everybody got their journals ready? Everybody got your journals ready? All right. You got your burn release papers ready? If you don't, go and get them ready so we can go ahead and get ready to release this stuff. All right. All right. We're going to burn out what? I want you to write down everything you need to release. Everything you need to release, okay? Roll that paper away from your tribe, all right? Remember what you wrote, okay? All right, release it out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to release it out, okay? Y'all give me time. I'm going to finish mine up. I got queens down, okay? All right, yeah. Give me 1 second, guys, while that's burning down. I forgot to grab some ancestor money. I'm going to go run and grab it right quick. I'll be right back, okay, fam? So hang tight for me. Okay. All right, family. All right. All right. Nice, nice, nice. All right, fam. So you ready to go ahead and release this? We ready to release? We ready to release? Let's go ahead and tap in and get our prayer, okay? Beloved ancestors of the great white light, my legion angels are walk with me. Spirit guides, Holy Spirit, most divine high God. We call back all our power at this time, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. Any negative energy sent my way or to collect us way, meant to hurt, harm, block, blind us, deceive us, backstab us, betray us, or finesse us, or manipulate us, we rebuke this energy by calling karmic justice. Place them on the scales to be balanced out at your will and your discretion. We ask you to transmute this energy. Send it through the sacred blood. Cleanse it, purify it, bring it back to the collective to raise our overall vibration and get us closer to you, Father God. My beloved ancestors of the great white light, my legion of angels that walk with us, spirit guides, Holy Spirit, most divine high God. Please do join us as we release all negative, all things that no longer serve our highest good, giving it back, cleanse it out, purify it, bring it back to the collective. Help us heal these wounds. Help us do the deep internal shadow work. Help us face ourselves, our weaknesses, our doubts, our limitations, and how to overcome them and achieve so we can become stronger vessels and be able to carry out your will without self-destruction. And we want to give you praise. Thank you, Father God. All right, fam. All right. All right, Shanzi. I'm going to go ahead and put yours in first, Queen. All righty. And then Tab, I'll put hers in, and we'll send out some ancestor money. All right. We'll send out some ancestor money. So that way, this goes to our ancestors, the Holy Spirit, the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost, our angels. All right? All right, fam. All right. All right. So how's everybody feeling? How's everybody feeling, fam? Maybe just a barking. Y'all hear? I know Ty feeling hot. Definitely gonna have a spiritual bath after this. Deep scrub, spiritual soak. All right, fam. Sounds about right. Sounds about right, Queen. Sounds about right. That's what we should be doing. All right, guys. All right, Herb. All right. All right. Don't be doing no more shots, okay? Calm down. Calm down, okay? We in here doing our healing work, and that's what we're going to do, all right, fam? All right. Starting off understanding what we're doing, okay? All right, so we done our release portion. All right. Y'all just bear with me because I am sweating. All right, so we've done our release portion. And like I said, this is coming into that, to what is going to be the next moon on May the 23rd, which is considered the flower moon. Hey, Tiff, welcome in, baby. Which is the flower moon, all right? So from now until April the 27th, okay? Till April the 27th, you're going to do a deep cleanse collective, okay? This is clearing out so we can make way for our manifestations coming in when we go into that new moon on the 23rd of May, okay? And y'all just bear with me because that just cut off, okay? We searching for internet. All right. So the first thing is there's 5 cleansing steps. You can do all 5, you can do 1, you can do none. It's up to you, collective. I'm not telling you. You have to heal what you need to heal. This is all determined on self, okay? All right. So starting off, we just did our release, okay? Now, journaling. Hey, Carmen, welcome in, boo. So we just did our release, releasing everything that no longer serves us, self-doubt, self-limitation, criticization. This is all to do. Anything that does not serve your highest good or anything that you know that's been holding you back, collective, procrastination, people, places, things, okay? List them out, burn them out. Roll that paper away from you, okay? Then the next thing is journaling, okay? So you want to journal everything that you released, everything that was put on that paper, okay, that you burned out. All the doubts, criticism, anything, rationalizations, home truth, put it down on that paper, okay? When you go to release it, you burn that out by saying it out loud. Burning the paper, that's your symbolization of release, okay? All right, so then, in the past month, this is what we're reflecting back on. This doesn't have to be a long term. If you want to go further back than a month, fine. But at least a month, okay? So, in the past month, think back over the last lunar cycle since the new moon. So since the last full moon we had. What have you experienced and what have you accomplished? What are the areas that you struggled in? What are some negative thoughts, unhealthy behaviors, limited beliefs, unresolved emotions? Anything, okay? Be very significant, specific whenever you write these down as possible. Put them in a sentence or paragraph form. Pour your emotions into that page as the emotions hold your power, okay? That is your soul's reflection, all right, collective? Read each of these items out loud so you can hear them. Understand what you're releasing, collective. Feel those emotions as you speak them. The second part of that journaling is inviting something new in. Send out wishes, prayers, or invitations for something new to enter into your life. Okay, that's the reason why I sent the ancestor money up for the Trinity, as well as our spirit team, spirit guides, and our ancestors, okay? Showing that gratitude and thanking them for bringing us as far as we've got, okay? Realize the importance as you create that safe space, that safe sacred space, okay? Invite that love, truth, and that beauty in at the same time, okay? If you brought a candle tonight, light your candle, giving thanks, or light your incense, okay? Giving thanks to your spiritual team. Throughout this time frame, you're going to be journaling the whole time, okay? You're going to feel this energy out. The next ritual you would do would be decluttering, okay? So this is decluttering your physical space, going through all your possessions, donate or discard anything that no longer serves you. The process of just decluttering is a ritual art, okay? Starting by your intentions of releasing energy, clearing the space, making room for new opportunities. Working one room or section at a time, fully focusing on the energy that is in the space to clear it out completely. All right? You play music while you're cleaning. I know Tab does. I don't know about you guys, but I like playing my music while I clean, okay? Some of the things that will help you, okay, is playing like Psalms, okay? Psalms 23, any of your cleansing and clearing Psalms, okay? Nature sounds, sound bowls, tuning forks, clearing hurts, okay? And I'm going to go through those hurts with you. Energetically clean as you go. Using local herbs and smudges. If you can get a hold of local herb, like as far as sage, get it. Smudge out the space. Then put your salt, okay? Hey, Sam, what's up, baby love? Salt your perimeter, okay? Because you're cleaning out that space. Clearing out old dust mites, all that stuff, okay? So you're getting rid of stuff that no longer serves you. You're disregarding it or you're donating if it's still useful, okay? It's a way of giving back. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I do those deep cleansing like that, I fix my mop water as well as my cleaning water. I put my frankincense in there. I put in my obedescent stones with my Florida water, dragon's blood, and as well as frankincense. So I do the same thing to my mop water as I do to a dish pan of water. I pray over that water. I ask it to be sanctified. Use it to cleanse and clear my space, my home. And I offer my foundation up, okay? to the Most High. This is his home, not mine, okay? I claim it as my sacred ground. So when I dust, I use that dishpan of water, just like the mopping water, and I use a rag and I wipe everything down, okay? So you can do the same thing. Then go back with your salt. Salt off your perimeter around your houses, all your entranceways, doorways, window frames. And if you've been feeling like you're going under a heavy spiritual attack, use black salt, okay, fam? If not, just regular salt will do. Touch each item, wiping it down, cleansing off all the old energy, and releasing it and letting it go. Make an offering to the home by burning such items, old papers, old letters, or small trinkets that you no longer use. Release their energy, okay? Give thanks when you're done. Express that gratitude for that sacred space that you call home. All right? Number 3 is your moon bath ritual, okay? Just like your regular spiritual bath, like I told you, you're going to use at least a half a cup of baking soda, a half a cup of Epsom salt, and then a half a cup of Himalayan. That's your healing salt. That's your normal spiritual bath. Then you can add whatever you need to it, depending on what you're going through at that particular time. All right, fam? When it comes to your moon bath, you're going to use orange slices in the water, okay? Or you can use lemon. This is to bring up that auric field, okay? Raising your vibration and cleansing out your aura. Let the bath water set and infuse it with those herbs, okay, and essential oils. This is going to be done right towards the end, okay, collective? So you've got today being the 23rd, am I correct, collective? Up until the 27th. So that's not a lot of time, okay? Because you'll start either tonight or tomorrow, all right? No, we're not. We're doing a healing. If you read the title when we came in. We're doing a burn release, and we're doing our healing, okay? Getting ready so we can make a clean slate when it comes to cleaning out old energy, old energetic fields within our homes, our lives, ourselves, around us. So we'll be ready to manifest when we come in for that new moon on May the 23rd. So we're not reading no cards tonight. Those cards ain't gonna do you no bit of good, Carmen, if you're not doing the healing, okay? And I don't care how elevated you are, we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We make mistakes. We have to cleanse out that energy. We have energy that we come in contact with that we have to cleanse out. You have to keep that cleansed space, that sacred place. If not, anything you do on this journey is not going to benefit you whatsoever. This is the proper way to manifest, okay? As you soak in your spiritual bath, okay? Visualize that negative emotion and energy that you're being releasing from that body and your mind. When you drain that water, imagine that negativity being released and washed away. Then cleanse out your tub and clarify that tub, okay? So cleanse it out. Using some pine salt with a lemon scent works well. Some people use Fabulosis. If you like Fabulosis, I think the pine with the lemon is great. Dress up your bath, okay? If you want to put you some petals in there, put you some petals in there, okay? If you know, some people use, the rose petals, or rose. I use rose water in my spiritual baths. So I don't put all that in my bath, okay? All right, Tiff, this part's for you, baby. You ready? Because I know Tiff sent me an email. I did get your email, and I replied back to it, okay? So the 4th step is your dream deviation, okay? Your dream deviation, your dream work, okay? So while we're going through this phase, if you've had heightened dreams within the past month, okay, in your journal, you can keep it in the same journal as your regular journal, or you can do another, okay? For a dream journal, tab keeps separate, all right? So this is driving straight into your unconscious, unseen realms. So you're going to write down those dreams, okay? Just like you sent me, Tiff, specifying what was that in the dream, who was in the dream, where you were located, what was going on. If it woke you up during that dream, what time was it on the clock when you woke up? What was your body doing? Were you sweating? Were you freezing? Were you shaking? What's going on with your body? Then connect with 2 symbols around you, okay? 2 symbols to ground yourself back out. This is very important, okay, guys? When it comes to grounding out your dreams, you've got to ground them out. Once you ground them out and you breathe, you've done your breathing techniques to breathe through it, then you're going to grab that journal. You're going to analyze that dream. You're going to put down, like Tia, she was dreaming of spiders and spider webs, okay? Were the spiders high? Were they low? Were they under something? What were they under? Were they in something? Specify. Yet very significant when it comes down to your dream state, okay, fam? Because this is going to help you when you interpret those dreams. Illuminate that conscious pattern and symbols that are in the messages that Spirit's trying to show you. Dreams are very practical and they're very intentional. A lot of them speak of your conscious mind going into an unconscious state. So normally what you hear people say, what's on your mind when you go to bed is what you dream about. It's very possible. 3939 on the timer. However, that's not always so, okay? Sometimes it's spiritual attacks. Sometimes those dreams are spell work that's being sent your way. Sometimes it's Spirit speaking, warning you of something that's coming ahead. All right, you're going to ponder on those symbolisms, okay? We know spiders refer to transformation. Were they hidden in something? Were they visual? Is there other people in the dream? Connect those symbols that Spirit's showing you. Connect that time. There's been plenty of times I wake up out of my dream state and I look at the clock and it'll be 333, 444. Okay? Or 5 o'clock on the dot. Or 3 o'clock on the dot. That's Spirit trying to tell you something. Look up those angel numbers. Look up your spiritual meanings by interpreting what's actually in those dreams, okay? Same thing as if you're grounding it out while you're in a conscious mind state, you're going to do the same thing. That's how you ground out your dream state. If you're dreaming of you flying, and you're flying over a power line, okay? It's showing you that your power is elevating. You're above that. If you're flying below the power line, okay, that means that you need to lift your vibration, okay? Because you're not pulling enough energy to get you above it. Certain things. If y'all need help with those, get a hold of me, okay? I will help you through it. All right, the last one is your shadow work, okay? Shadow work can be relatively impacting. Confirmation, come through spirit. Impactful thing to practice, all right? This you don't even have to do during a moon cycle, but we're doing it because this new moon that we're coming in is in Venus. Venus is the love moon. This is connecting with your soul. So I wanted us to dig deep, okay? So we're using this cycle to come into deep support on this personal journey, okay? You're going to face the underworld. It's not going to be pretty. You're going to fight your demons, collective, okay? So use your journal, meditation, dream work, somatic movement, and use that to explore your shadow self. So your shadow work is bringing all 4 of those together, okay? You've cleansed out everything. You're releasing it, everything. You're going back. You're doing your reflection on what you've journaled, whether you keep a separate journal from your dream journal, okay? You're able to run and concentrate above the trees, and you can fly. Yeah, it's letting you know, trees are life, okay? Trees are grounded, deep-rooted, grounded energy. So when you're talking about the symbolism of a tree, what kind of tree was it be? You know, it'll give you more, significant pinpoints when it comes to what Spirit was trying to tell you. In general, just a tree, speaking of a tree, and you're running, you're trying to catch up, you're running, you're not walking, you're not skipping, you're not hopping, you're running, and you're trying to fly, you're trying to elevate. Right. So you're trying to, now that you've ground, you're trying to elevate yourself up to that highest conscious level of embracing your internal life. That's very deep. Okay? Okay, so let's go back and look at what we're talking about when it comes to utilizing tools or tools, okay? All right, when we speak of Kundalini awakening, you're talking about your spinal cord, okay? You're talking about your spinal cord. There's different areas of your spinal cord, okay? Whenever you're meditating, you should be making sure that spine is straight as possible, sitting in an upright position, and open up your diaphragm, your airways, so you can do that deep breathing, okay? Sit in that poised position or lay on your back. If you have a problem with sitting for long periods of time, like Tab does, lay on your back. Palms up. Feet together. Arms down by your side. Make sure you're flat. Do not lay on a pillow and elevate your head and elevate your feet and all that. None of that. Lay flats, collective. Okay? Straightening out that spine. Stretching it out as much as you can. This is not only going to help you as far as raising your vibration, but it's also healing the body, okay? So you've got the C1 of your spine, okay? Which is the first vertebrae going into your skull. This supplies your blood to your head, pituitary gland, your scalp, bones in your face, brain, mid-ear, sympathetic nervous system, okay? If you're having certain symptoms, okay, headaches, anemia, chronic tiredness, dizziness. That's going to show up when that vertebrae is out of place, okay? You're going to have those migraines, the nervousness, the breakdowns, okay? Your C2 of your spine. This operates your eyes, your optic nerve, your auditory response system to your nervous system. Your myloid bone, this is your jawbone, your tongue, your forehead, as well as your sinus areas. Okay, so you'll see the reflection of that by having like sinus problems, blurry vision, pain around the eyes. Okay, even down to fainting spells. All right, collective? Confirmation. Your C3 is your cheeks, your outer ear, your face bones, your teeth, your terminal nerve, okay? That's going to cause that neuralgia. If you have problems with eczema or acne, skin problems of some sort, it will cause that, okay, when that vertebrae is out of line. Your C4 is your nose, lips, mouth, and your esophagus tube, okay? This will, if you're having runny nose, hearing loss, adenoid problems, okay, you'll see it like that, okay? Hay fever even. A lot of times your C4 will be kind of shift whenever you're having that deep hay fever type feeling, okay? Your C5 is your vocal cords, your neck glands, and your larynx, okay? If you have laryngitis, sore throats quite often, this is a sign that that vertebrae is out of place, okay? Your C6 is your neck muscles, shoulders, and tonsils. That stiffness in the neck, your upper arms, your chronic cough, that's where it's affected, okay? Your C7, that's your thyroid gland. Your Brutus of your actual shoulder blades, okay? That's where your actual shoulder blades are coming in the back, as well as your elbows. All right? You'll see that you'll have probably conditions that's related to bursitis or thyroid conditions, and even down to your simple colds. You're prone to get the simple colds a lot. All right? Then you move into your T frame of your spine. This is the middle part of your spine. All right? This is very imperative, okay? Your T1. This affects your arms from your elbows down, including your hands, your wrists, your fingers, esophagus, and your tracheus. You may have asthma problems, a lot of chronic colds, difficult breathing, shortness of breath, pain in the lower arms or hands. Your T2 is your heart, including the valve and the covering your coronary arteries, which is the functional heart conditions, as well as certain chest problems. Your T3 is connected with your lungs, bronchial tubes, pleura, your chest, and your breast cavity. A lot of people that T3, if like myself, I have a tumor on my T3. So I have a lot of issues when it comes to bronchitis, pleurisy, which is fluid on the chest wall, pneumonia, congestion, down to emphysema. Your T4 will be functionary with the gallbladder and common ducts. Gallbladder conditions, jaundice, and shingles will be signs, okay? Your T5 is your liver, your solar plexus, and circulation in general, okay? It will show up as liver conditions, fevers, blood pressure problems, poor circulation, and even down to arthritis. Your T6 is your stomach area. Now you're getting your T5 through your T6. Fam, understand that is not connected to your rib cage. It is very vulnerable when it comes to being shifted out of place. Most back problems and unalignment is done within that area all the way down to the lower part of the spine. Most people that have back problem is in that area. Understanding that when you're sending pulls posed or you're laying. Make sure you're pulling that belly button back to the spine, but still continuous breathing. The reason for this function is to strengthen your core muscles. Those core muscles will help continue protecting those vertebrae in your spine, keeping your alignment in place. It is very imperative to work on your core exercises. All right, your T6 is that stomach area. Stomach problems including nervous stomach, digestive problems, heart problems, or dysplasia. Your T7 is pancreas and the duodenum, okay? The duodenum is where your stomach connects to your intestines. You may have problems with gastritis or ulcers. It will show up as that way. Your T8 is connected with your spleen, okay? You'll find out you'll have a lot of lower resistant reaction, okay? Weakness in the legs. Your T9 is your adrenaline and your subanal glands, okay? You may have allergies or hives. Your T10 is connected with your kidneys, okay? You may have problems with the kidneys, the arteries may harden, chronic tiredness, etc. Your T11 is your kidneys and your uterus. You may have those skin conditions, pimples, eczema, or boils. Your T12 is connected with your small intestines, lymphatic circulation, rheumatitis, gas pains, and certain types of other sterilities. Then we're going into your lower lumbar, okay, which is your first is your L1, your large intestine, sacral ring. You may have constipation, colonitis, diarrhea, or sometimes may have hernias, okay? Your T2 is connected with your appendix, your abdomen, and your upper legs. You may have a lot of leg cramps, difficulty breathing, or minor varicose veins. Your L3 is connected to your sexual organs, your uterus, your bladder, and your knees. You may have bladder problems, menstrual problems, such as painful irregular periods, miscarriages, bedwettings, impotency, or even down to your knee pains. Your L4 is your prostate gland, your muscles of the lower back, and your sciatic nerve. Okay, that's where a lot of people run into the sciatica of the legs. You may have difficulty or pain for urination, backaches. Then you have your L5, which is your lower legs, your ankles, and your feet. Poor circulation in your feet, swollen ankles, weak ankles, arches, cold feet, weakness in the legs, or leg cramps. Then you have your sacrum, which is your hip bones and your buttocks. This condition will cause sacroiliitis because of that curvature in your sacrum, okay? Then you have your coccyx, which is connected to your rectum and your anus. You may have hemorrhoid problems or pain whenever you see it, okay? Understanding that is your spine. When you're doing your kundalini, you're straightening that up. It is all connected to the bodily functions and how your body functions, okay? The next thing is vibrations collective, okay? Understanding when you're meditating, what vibrational hertz do you need to be on? What are you working on? When you're working with your feelings, guilt, and fear, you should be about a 396 hertz. If you're facilitating change, when you're out facilitating that change, making life transitions, releasing past traumas, you should be listening to a 417 hertz. If you're working on promoting love, healing, and transformation, and you're dealing with that heart chakra, working on peace and clarity, and it also repairs your DNA, you should be on that 528 hertz. If you're working on relationships and enhancing communication, you should be on a 639 hertz. If you're awakening that intuition, that critical thinking, that self-expression, problem solving, creativity, you should be on a 741 hertz. If you're working on returning your spiritual order, frequent triggers that will trigger your spiritual awakening to your spiritual purpose, your inner self, and improving your clarity, you should be at 8852 hertz. If you're working on your higher self frequencies, connecting an enlightenment back to the universe, and especially, I'm telling y'all, if you're doing your meditations outside, okay, a 963 hertz is a good hertz to work at because you're connecting back by grounding. If you're outside grounding, that is a very good hertz to work at, okay? So if you're working on that mental clarity, you should be in between that 417 hertz and 741 hertz. If you're working on that emotional healing, 396 to 528 hertz. If you're trying to relax and calm down, you're working on anxiety, okay, or releasing stress, which is also a good one whenever you're starting to lay down, or if you're taking those night baths, spiritual baths. Y'all, I done got buzz in my drink, y'all. Oh, Lord of mercy. Those spiritual baths, to kind of calm you down at night before you go to bed with lavender, you should be working between a 852 hertz to a 963 hertz, okay? If you're working on spiritual growth, you can use those same hertz, okay? But connect with a different sound purpose, okay? Play these background music whenever you're working, you're studying, to help you focus. Work with sound baths, whether it's crystal bowls, tuning forks, and confirming them or combining them with your affirmations is very powerful, okay? So it enhances the impact of those affirmations. So whenever you're using the hertz for your healing, make sure that you're going in there and doing your affirmations as well, okay? When you're working with your chakra, your root chakra, you should be at a 396 hertz. Your sacral chakra should be at a 417 hertz. Your solar plexus should be at a 528 hertz. Your heart chakra should be at a 639 hertz. Your throat chakra should be at a 741 hertz. Your third eye should be at, which is your intuition frequency, at an 852 hertz. Your crown chakra should be at a 963 hertz. Okay, collective? All right, so now we're working on our spiritual frequencies, okay? Your spiritual frequencies. This is once you've cleansed out, you're starting to elevate. You're opening up to the universe. You've balancing out those frequencies, okay? Should be between 100 or 1,074 hertz for that spiritual frequency. That's opening up that higher conscious thinking, promoting your spiritual growth, and connecting you back with the divine. Your balance frequency is to harmonize that balance within the spiritual realm, okay? Not within self. This is balancing you back out spiritually. Should be at 1,174 hertz. Your spiritual purification, whenever you're purifying yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, and connecting to spirit with your prayers, you should be at 1,152 hertz. And open up that conscious and profound spiritual mindset, and aiding awareness and promoting enlightenment and fostering that deeper connection to the spiritual dimensions in existence. When you meditate, that you should be seeking about a 2,172 hertz. Okay? All right, y'all with me, collective? All right, now we're going to tap into what is called your brainwave entertainment frequencies. Your brainwave entertainment frequencies. These are your delta, your theta, your alpha, your beta, and your gamma brainwave frequencies. Delta is going to be between a 0.5 to a 4 hertz. You'll use these when you sleep, okay, Tiff? That's a good one for you there. When you're going into a deep sleep at night and you're a deep sleeper and you have a lot of conscious dreams, that is the frequency you want to be on. It's going to promote restoring your rest and rejuvenating you, okay? So it's going to heal you throughout that dream process. All right, y'all hold on. Let me get these buzz out my drink so I can get a swallow a drink. Getting some protein out here. Get protein. All right. Then your tethys is this is if you're taking a light nap in the afternoon, okay, or you're a light sleeper, like myself, where I don't really go into that deep, what they call REM sleep, okay. That is between a 4 to 8 hertz, okay? Or if you're just laying there relaxing and meditating, that's the hertz you want to be at. This is accessing your subconscious mind. Your alpha is between a 8 and 12 hertz. This is used whenever you're in that relaxed state and you're awake, okay? So if you're sitting and doing your yoga, your Pilates, whatever you're doing, or if you just need that calmness, alertness, this is the hertz you want to be at. It is associated with relaxing, focus, and creativity and reducing stress. This is a good one to play on your earbuds if you can have earbuds at work, okay? And you got idiots that you work with. That's a good one to be at, okay? Your alpha. Or if you're working on a creative project, this is the one you want to use, okay? Then you have your beta. Your beta is between 12 to 30 hertz. This is associated with activities, analytical thinking, and dominant for that wakeness. This is a high beta frequency. Very high, okay? While lower beta frequencies are associated with focus, your higher beta frequencies is for relaxation and attention. Now, if you have a problem, you have ADHD or ADD, whatever you want to call it, or you're having problems focusing, you want to be at an alpha wave of about 9 hertz, okay, collective? About 9. All right, your gamma. Your gamma is between 30 to 100 hertz. This is to open up that heightened mental activity and present that cognitive process, such as your perception, problem solving, and learning. So if you're like Tab and you have a hard time focusing, or you have a cognitive dysfunction that is impairing you when it comes to your learning, your memory, this is what you're wanting to use. Okay? And I know me and B was talking about it, you know, as well as I think it was Kai. Okay? We were talking about Tesla when it comes to the frequencies. Okay, that's the 369 frequencies that Tesla uses, all right? So you got the 333 hertz, you got your 999 hertz. And in between you have that 639 hertz. Okay, your 333 is spiritual esoteric traditions. It's to help you to balance, harmonize, and completion. The 639 hertz is harmonizing relationship and communications. It's fostering that positive connection, improving interpersonal relationships, and achieving a sense of balance in social interaction. Your 999 align, that's your alignment, when representing completion, transformation, and spiritual enlightenment frequencies. That's to help you with spiritual development, self-discovery, and reaching your higher level consciousness, okay? Then you have your angelic frequencies, okay? You got your 111 hertz. That's new beginning, creation, and spiritual awakeness. Your 222 hertz is balance, harmony, and partnerships. Your 333 is your spiritual awareness, intuition, communication with the higher realms. Your 444 hertz is your protection, your guidance, and the presence of your angels. Your higher frequencies when it comes to the angelic realm, once you are spiritually rooted, you utilize these frequencies, the 555, associated with your change, your transformation, your divine guidance. So when you're calling in your angels, you want to make sure that you're vibrating at that 555 hertz. Okay, fam? Your 666 hertz is historically being associated with interpretation, including angelic realms, exploring the theme of the balance, the harmony, and the spiritual integration. This is the tool for aligning those higher energies and transcending dualities, working with those angels, okay? Your 777 hertz is your divine guidance and alignment to your higher truths. This is connecting you to your higher self, okay, collective? This is to help you support you on your spiritual journey. Your 888 is commonly associated with abundance, prosperity, including material, emotional, and spiritual wealth. Your 999 is often associated with completion, fulfillment, embracing closure, releasing past, stepping into new beginnings, and clear conscience along your spiritual journey. Hey, Brooke, welcome in, baby. Okay, so if you're grounding out energy from a lower frequency where you might not be able to handle your higher frequencies and you're working with the earth, you can use the shamanic frequency, okay? These are your shamanic frequencies. You can ground those out with the electromagnetic field on a lower frequency at a 7.8 hertz. This is entering the atmosphere of the surface of the earth and enlightening and discharging into the atmosphere. So if you're meditating, that is a good hertz to ground with. If you do shamanic practices, you use the shamans, like your drums, your shamanic drums, your flutes, that's normally found in those particular ones, okay? With this, it will open up the brain waves during that state, relaxing and meditating. You have positive effects on your mental and emotional well-being and promoting a sense of harmony and balance. Your 110 hertz healing frequency, that is working with your healing drums, your sound bowls. This frequency holds a special place for sound healing, blending the ancient practice to modern scientific validation, okay? This frequency aligns with an average pitch of a male's voice, fostering and grounding out to the listeners. So you can even use some of your ancient chanting or Indian rituals if you're more that shaman type energy, okay? This creates a smooth soundscape and it encourages balance, calmness, and deeper mind-body connection. This type of music will bring in the breathing of the earth, channeling the ground energy, harmonizing your root chakra, and offering a smooth experience, ideal for meditation and stress relief. It is also considered what they call the royal healing music, okay? I also have the breakdown if anybody's interested. I'm not going to go through those, which is your planetary frequencies. The only one that I will bring up, since we are coming into alignment with this new moon and is aligning with Venus, your Venus frequency is a 221.23 hertz, okay? So that's going to bring in that love, that beauty, and that harmony, okay? And then your moon frequency is going to be 210.42. That's your intuition and your emotions. So as you're going through your process of doing your journal and your shadow work journal, it would be good for you to use that moon frequency of 210.42 hertz. So you're tapping into that subconscious intuition and deep emotions. Okay, collective? All right, fam. I don't like that my thing keeps spinning over here. Let me see if I can't turn that off and get it on this. This tablet does not like to connect out here. So how's everybody feeling? Fire's dying down. We might be able to move a little closer now so we can look at the fire. So we can read and see what's going on there. Y'all want to do a little bit of fire reading? We'll do a fire reading, but I ain't doing a card reading. All right, we got to find other ways to connect to God, just, you know, other than just connecting to Him through tarot cards. All right, fam? It's very important, very important. Connect to God other ways besides just through tarot cards. Just through the Word of God, you got to connect. How's everybody feeling? And I've got some shadow work pages. I will get them posted on the community board. As well as some deep diving questions. I got about 130 questions that you can ask yourself as you do your shadow work. And that way y'all can work through that as well, okay? You want to embrace your patterns of your mind thought process as well as your behavior when you're doing that shadow work. Deep diving into that energy, okay? I'll go over a few of some of them with you. Let's see if I can get it up here. Mm. All right, let's grab one of those frequencies. What frequency do y'all feel comfortable with? What y'all want to vibrate? Y'all wanna reach out and do some? Where my frequencies go? Let's grab a hold of one of those. Let's grab a hold of one of those moon frequencies. How about it? 210. Kind of give you an idea what you're going to be listening for here. Ooh-wee. Let's grab one of those frequencies. No, we're not playing it on there because you'll hear me and that. Lord help us, Jesus. You like that, Queen? Here's how we do it, right? I got 88% on my tablet, on the battery. How about that, y'all? 88%. I'll be dog. All right, let me grab y'all. We're going to move closer to this fire, okay? Now it's calmed down some. Grab y'all up. Grab my chair. So we get closer now. Maybe it won't get too hot. Look at that. Look at there. What we got collective? What's with cats? Maybe I have a little bit better signal now. All right. Look, I told y'all coming up before we come up to this, I've been feeling a lot of that pressure in that solar plexus. Y'all see all that orange, all that yellow? A lot of orange and yellow in that fire. Lots of orange and yellow. All right, let's see here. See if I can't get y'all a little bit better position here. How about that? How about that? Got a little bit of blue in there. Looks like we're hiding a lot of passion, collective. That's what Tab is seeing. That's exactly what I'm seeing, collective. All right, y'all. I ain't flipping cars now. I can read the chat. Y'all talk to me. What y'all got going on over here now? Y'all see all that passion buried up underneath there? We got to get that out. We got to get that out. Look it out. That Cancer or Pisces placement may be very significant. I'm showing 6 in the house and 9 lights. All right, let's tap that moon frequency and see if we can't get that moon frequency playing. There's your moon frequency. But look at how the royalty coming out there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Look at the orbs. Look at that. Look at there. All right, so did that help you guys a little bit when it comes to getting your shadow work done? I'll get those questions up on the community board. Probably not tonight, but I'll get them up in the morning. Help you vibrate whenever you're meditating, clearing out that energy. Make sure we're cleansing everything out so we can get ready. Because when we manifest, we want our manifestations to come through. We don't want to be stagnant. Nice. Thanks, Tiff. Thanks. Saying, where you at? You still in here, boo? Right. Lots of hidden. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy orbs coming off. But you guys, that is insane. You see all down underneath. I'm trying to. This is just blowing my mind. Let's get a little bit closer. Let's get a little bit closer. Look at all this. Look at all this passion down in here. Pure passion. And look at all that beautiful purple. Look at that. Look at that. That is insane. That is insane. Looks like purplish blue river running right through there. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like purplish. Just running through there. Running through there. But got all that hidden passion. All that hidden passion down underneath there. Look at that is so beautiful. Look at the blue just popping out. But let's duck down. Let's take a look. All right, let me back up, y'all. It's getting hot. Let me back up. It won't let me get too close. I don't want to lose y'all again. But it is just insane. Look at that. Look at that. All that royalty. All that royalty. Loving it. Loving it. All right. Wow. Wow. Okay. Do we know who we are tonight, Collective? Do we know who we are? Wow. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Anybody got any questions for me that maybe I can help you with while we're live and we're just sitting and we're chilling and we're vibing? Getting that vibration up. Getting some clearing going on. Sit y'all for a little bit. Let's see here. That ground ain't quite even there. Awesome. Good deal. And guys, I'm not sure how it's going to flow this weekend because I know I will start my traveling coming up. Be taking that trip. That's what I'm saying. It's saying you in the house, saying you still here. Saying probably working. I'll shoot him a message. Okay. Because Tab will start her travels probably Friday morning, bright and early Friday morning. So I probably will not do any tarot readings or be connected with you guys Friday because of me traveling. Saturday, I will try to get you guys a read out. We'll see how things go that Saturday and Sunday because I'm going down to see my daughter. I'll be with her that Saturday, that Sunday. And I'll be hitting the road again on the 1st. If Sam's still up for connecting, meeting up, then I'll be heading that way to see Sam. And then I'll be heading down to see B, okay? And B, I'm going to get with you on that if you're still in here. I might can do that, Tiff. I might can do a couple of shorts while we're traveling. I have no air in my car. That thing is going to be hot. Black car, black tinted windows, all black. Boy, it's going to be hot coming down to Florida. So, B, I will probably be down your way. I'll probably stay overnight in Alabama and travel out on the 2nd. So, I'll probably be seeing you around the 2nd. I'm going to spend the day with you, and then I'm going to be heading down from you, and I will meet up with Drea and Shanti, okay? So the side I'm looking at to be in there with you, okay? So go ahead and be ready, put them roller skates on. We'll go roller skating or something, okay? Yeah. Quake keeps telling me that air conditioning's gonna start working. Y'all, this thermostat's been going out for the longest time, and it's like, I'm like, dang it, I'm gonna go ahead. The thermostat, y'all remember thermostats used to be like $20. $20, $30. Heck no, this joker cost me $350 for this car. And then it's gonna cost me another $400 to have it put on. No, it's not the Freon sand. It's the thermostat. It's gone. It's been going. It's been going. But I've been putting it on because I hate to have to put. Yeah, this thing is costing me about $600, man. I had the thermostat fixed on the car, but it's because of where the thermostat's placed. What's up, Bill? What's up, my Drea? So, Sam, did you catch that, boo? I'll be heading out Friday morning early and heading towards my daughter in Florida. So I'm going to leave her early on the 1st. You said you were off the 1st? So I figured I'd come and meet up with you. I'll get direct contact with you. We'll discuss it. But I'm looking at being there on the 1st with you, hanging out with you and meeting up. That is, yes, that's Thursday. Yep, that's Thursday. And then I'll probably chill there in Alabama overnight, and I'm gonna get up and then head down and see B on the 2nd. So I want to try to hit you on the day you're off so we can get together and do something, all right? All right, awesome, awesome. Sounds like plans, okay? So I was gonna come straight to you, but I got a VA appointment on the 8th, and I was just gonna leave out and just be there in Alabama and then go straight down to Niceville, which is where my daughter's located, because she's south, directly up underneath you. So it would have been better that way, but I got that appointment, so I want to be able to try to hit everybody and get back in time to give my body a rest before they go probing me at the VA. So that's that once a year to be able to keep my benefits. If not, I lose them. So I got to be back before then. So I got to be back before the 7th, because that appointment's on the 8th, bright and early. So I wanted to try to make sure I hit everybody. Yeah, it's going to be quite a road trip. It's going to be quite a road trip. So I might come on live for a few minutes during the drive Friday, but definitely no readings on Friday. I might try to get y'all one in Saturday, Sunday. But I know I'm going to spend some time with my daughter. She's normally off on the weekends, so that'll give me time to spend with her. And, you know, she'll be back work Monday, so I definitely get y'all Monday. Most definitely got you Monday. All right, but I want to try to get out, meet the tribe. You know, some of us folks, we still that old kind of folks. You know, social media has changed us. We don't have the interpersonal relationships no more like we used to, but I like to embrace my tribe. I like to embrace my tribe. Yeah, the crickets is out. The crickets is out. Okay. So y'all hearing this frequency that's playing right now? This is your moon frequency in Venus. That's your moon frequency in Venus there. That's a 221.23 hertz. Okay, fam? All right. And y'all look at the illumination of the purple, right? Wow. Was that right in here? Let me see. Yeah, illumination of the purple. Right in here. See it? It's like a purple orb right in there. The collective, we got a lot. Y'all see all this white underneath in here? The white underneath in here? Look at all that. That's pure hidden passion buried underneath here. All this has got to come out. Look, and look, it's flickering. It's just flickering. Flicker, flicker, flicker. It's time for us to come out of our shell, okay? And I'll give y'all a look at how we look in the universe, okay? Let's take a look at the stars. Are we getting anything here? Let me take y'all off this stand so I can zoom in a little more. Okay. What? Hold on a second, Drea. For some reason, I bumped you. All right. All right, so let's take a look here. Just a few little stars up in the sky tonight. All right. Let's put y'all back on the stand there. And hopefully I don't bump you off again, Troya, because I hit that button. All right, let's get y'all back down there. And back y'all away from that fire so that thing doesn't get hot. Did y'all hear that hollow pop? There goes those orbs again, okay, fam? Look at them. Right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let it refocus. See if we can't get that focus back on. All right. All right, so I'm getting a lot of work needs to be done on that throat chakra, okay, collective? With the a lot of that blue underlining on top of your pure white flames there. You need to work on that throat chakra, okay? Balance out that energy, okay? Right. Sometimes we have to file, you know? And you're right, Drea. Hey, filing, hey, I always say when you file, there ain't but one way. The one way to look now is to look up, okay? Just look up, okay? It's okay to feel collective. Hey, who was it that said that? Eric, motivated speaker. He used to be a football. Eric Thompson. I think it was Eric Thompson that made that statement. He said, it's not about how hard, it's not about you failing. And it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how you get back up. Understand that, collective. It's not about if you fail. It's not about how hard you fall. It's about how you fall to get back up. Talking out loud to yourself is a wonderful thing, you know. But, you know, just be careful when you do it around people, okay? Just be careful when you do it around people. You know, people think we're crazy when we talk to ourselves. Self-talk is one of the greatest therapies. It's 10 on the time here as I look up. Confirmation. Yup. I mean, like when I took my son-in-law in, I told him one day, I said, I'm not talking to you no more. I'm not dealing with it no more. What you gonna do is you're gonna go in that bathroom, you're gonna look that man in the mirror, okay? And you're gonna talk to him. How you're talking to me right now and what you're feeling, you go and look that man in the mirror and you get that out. Because that's not a me problem. That's a you problem, son. Where you think Michael Jackson got it from? The man in the mirror. I told y'all, and then Lil Wayne followed up and he said, you know, even Michael taught me that. Okay? It's the man in the mirror. It starts with self. It starts with self. You want respect? Respect yourself first. Respect your boundaries. You teach people about you, collective. How to treat you, how you want to be loved. Love yourself. Teach them how to love you. If you don't love yourself, how's anybody else going to know how to love you? Like I told you, Tab lost herself in raising my children. having to redefine yourself again, it takes a lot of self-talk. Openly express yourself. Hear yourself talk. Hear your vibrations. So you know how you coming off to people. You know, I've had to teach that to a lot of people. You know, my daughter mainly. You know, your tone. Your tone. Watch your tone. You know, understand. When you're yelling at somebody, do you think they want to hear that? No, collective. They don't want to hear that. Who wants to be yelled at all the time? You can be firm without yelling. You can be direct without yelling. You ain't got to raise that tone. They can hear you just as good if you whispering as if you yelling, okay? Welcome in, Tina Boo. Welcome. Tone is a very big thing. You can say, I'm happy, in a very soft tone, and it sounds sincere. Or you can say, oh yeah, I'm happy. Or you have that tone like you're angry and, yeah, I'm happy, man. What the hell's your problem? Do you really think somebody's going to believe you happy? Come on now. It's all about your tone. It's all about your tone. Tina, you can drop down in the description box, hit the more. My email information is there, along with how to book a read, and I can do a reading for you, and we can dig and figure out what's going on, okay? I'm not doing any readings tonight. We're doing some cleansing and clarifying so we can get a clean slate just coming into our new moon. You can back the video up and watch. We went over our hurts, our shadow work, journaling, our dream work, as well as our spiritual bath cleansing when it comes to our new moon. That might be beneficial to you. But I would be delighted, you know, to do a reading with you to get you that information and get as much as possible. I do my readings face to face, okay? But it will tell you in the description box. Normally, I house on the weekends, on Fridays, Wednesdays, and Mondays, I do $5 questions and mini reads. However, I'm not doing those this Friday because I'll be traveling to see the tribes, part of the tribe, not the whole tribe. I'll be traveling around to see part of the tribe. So I'm very impersonal when it comes to my tribe. I like to see my tribe grow. I like to see them, you know, become really strong warriors out here. Yep, absolutely, y'all. It's about how you talk to people, how you speak to people. What you put out here is what you're going to get back, most definitely. Most definitely. All right, fam. Where we at on the time? 1:05:05. Yeah, I seen a new one he put out today. I seen that B. And a lot of Jack Vinay's content is getting swiped off because I had a bunch of them in my military motivational folder on my playlist, and a lot of them's gone. A lot of them. It made me so mad. and Drea, tell everybody who you seeing. Tell them who you gonna get to meet and hang out with. I'm a little upset with Drea. She's meeting the ultimate Superman, y'all. If y'all have never checked out David Goggins, go check him out. He is amazing. Amazing. Very amazing. Yeah, she's going to see David Goggins. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, Sam, but yeah, David Goggins, amazing, 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 amazing man. Two-time, went through Hell Week twice as to be a Navy SEAL. Incredible. He is actually considered what they call the human Superman. It's mind over matter, fam. It's mind over matter. Seal Goggins, that's exactly right. Yes, yes. Very awesome, awesome, awesome man. His testimony is unprevailing. And the man's incredible. So if y'all have never checked him out, he's got quite a bit of videos on YouTube. His testimonies on YouTube. Check him out. David Goggins. Awesome. Awesome guy. He'll tell you, it's all about your mind. You change your perspective and what you want to do in life, you can achieve anything. And, we only use half of our brain power collective. Not even half, 10%. 10% of what the brain function is. So once you set your mind to it and you're reaching your goals, don't let anybody ever tell you. I tell people all the time, don't ever tell me. I was a single mom. I worked 3 jobs, went to school full time, raised 2 girls by myself, served my country as well. You cannot tell me that you can't do it. I don't care who you are. And I done it busted, broken, and disgusted coming out of the military with all kinds of issues. You cannot tell me you cannot do it. I had nerve problems before I got out. I still have nerve problems. I started having them when I was pregnant with my last daughter, and I still had 1.5 years left. But I pushed and I pushed. It's all your determination and how bad you want something. If you want it, get up and go get it. Put in that work. Put in that work. Don't let any condition, no mental health condition, no physical condition, or anybody or anyone tell you that you're not able to accomplish whatever you want to put your mind to. You will succeed, but you got to push yourself. Motivate yourself. Listen to motivational speakers. Eric Thompson's an excellent motivational speaker. David Goggins, an excellent motivational speaker. They pulled me out of dark places, collective. A lot of dark places. We're talking about an NFL football player that had to end up losing his contract with the NFL because of health problems. We're talking about a 360-pound overweight man that became a Navy SEAL. 10-10. We completing 2 cycles here, collective. Completing 2 cycles here. Awesome work. Male or female, it does not matter. Your body frame may be different, and men can do some things that women can't do. Just like, going through the Marine Corps, they was like, women are weaker because we didn't do pull-ups because of the fact that when we do pull-ups, it can bust our chest cavity. No. I got out of the hospital after being quarantined with severe tonsillitis that closed off the back of my throat. I was quarantined in an Army hospital out in Fort Leonard Wood, which is called Fort Lost in the Woods, for 3 solid days with a feeding tube down my throat. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't do nothing. Look at that. That illuminating bright gold light underneath there. Look at that. Wow. And I was on a lot of steroids to bring down the swelling. A lot. They pumped them in IVs, and then I started taking them, and I was on steroids for a month. I went from being able, as a female, doing 25 consecutive pull-ups within 60 seconds to couldn't do 1. And I had to regain my strength back. But I did it. I went from running 3 miles and 25, 21 flat to I couldn't run again. So I had to start all over again, like I was going right through boot camp again to get my body back right so I can make it through MP school. You may be faced with challenges, Collective, but if you want it bad enough, you push yourself. And you know, there was a guy that I was in service with. I don't know how in the world he made it through boot camp, because when we was out in Missouri, I was teaching him how to do pull-ups. He couldn't even get one in. I'm like, you got to do 3 to pass your PFT. All I got to do was hang for 3 minutes. What's going on here? So me and him got out on that pull-up bar and we worked. We put in that work. You want it, you work for it. Nothing in this world's free. There's a tower coming, fam. Y'all see that? There's a tower coming, Collective. And y'all see how that fire is getting chaotic? Look at it. The fire is getting chaotic. Right behind where that piece of wood just fell. There it goes again. Look. There it goes again. That's 2 towers. I told you we completed 2 cycles, 10, 10. 10, 10. And y'all look at it. Y'all see it. Y'all see this. Y'all see how it fell. Y'all see how it fell. Look, you see the spot right here? Then it looks like 2 wings. Does it not look like the phoenix coming out of there? Come on now. Come on now, Collective. Rise on up. Rise on up. Get on up there, Collective. Get on up. Look like the phoenix rising out of that fire. Look at that blue stream just fighting. Somebody wanting to say something. Somebody's wanting to say something. Somebody's on the outside looking at you, taking down these towers. They want to talk to you, Collective. Yeah, they may be wanting to open up that throat chakra. Somebody's got something to say. And there went an orb. There went an orb. Yep. Y'all hear it? All right now. Don't be surprised you don't get a message or a phone call coming in. Trey said, what did I do? What did I do? Look at that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And look at there. Look up underneath the phoenix's wings, how red it is. Red. Somebody's angry. Collective. Somebody's angry. But you see that smoke's getting gray? It's smoke and mirrors. Don't let them fool you. It's smoke and mirrors. Don't let it fool you. All right? Look at there. It looks like a smile. Man, it looks like another one right beside it. Look at that. Look at that. Right through there. Right through there. Wow. Y'all, that is amazing. Yep, pain can look like anger. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me bring y'all. Oh, shoot. Let me grab y'all. Y'all see it right in here? Right through here. Right. Go. It's like your destiny's fixing to take a turn. All right. I got 1:22:22 on the timer, guys. 1:22:22 on the timer. Wow. Look at all this down here. the darkness, all the darkness. Your solar plexus chakra connecting up to your root chakra. You see all the darkness in between. It's time for you to speak your creativity, embrace your creativity. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful. And as I see the gold, just the gold little speck here, I'm hearing, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Look at that. The creativity is just peeking out. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Okay, come through, Spirit. Come through. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so fam, that's what I've got for y'all. I'm gonna start wrapping up here. It's 1:24:24 on the timer as I caught it. Okay. So I can get in and get me a spiritual bath. Start working, doing your shadow work. Embrace this now, all the way up until, like I said, the 27th, and then we will turn from that shadow work and start working on our gold setting from the 27th all the way up to the 23rd. So we'll understand what goals we want to reach. Look at that. Look at the orb start flying. What goals we want to reach from then until we coming into that new full moon, so we can embrace it and manifest what we need to reach our goals. Okay, and become stronger warriors out here on this battleground. All right, fam. So that's what I got for you. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, boo. Thank you all for coming by. Any new members, if you're still here, I'm showing 3 and 16 on my end, but for any new users, y'all make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the all notification bell so you'll be notified when the content's uploaded. Any personal reads, make sure you hit that description box, hit the more, drop down. All my information's in there. If you have not shot over an email and I've got you saved in my contacts and have not reached back out to you through email, okay, that means I haven't got it. So, because I check my emails at least once, if not 3 times a day. So make sure you shoot that email over. I will respond, okay? All right, fam. I hope everybody has a good night. I'm closing out. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, Most High God, thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for the knowledge and the wisdom. Thank you for lifting all this off of us that we released tonight. Cleanse it and purify it. We ask that you send that energy back in clear, pure form for us to use it to be able to strengthen us. As we continue clearing out energy, recycle that energy, sending it through the sacred blood. I ask for that anointing and the presence of the Holy Spirit to be laid on my tribe, as well as the collective that's vibrating of the highest right realms. I ask for the angels and descendant masters to meet us in our dream states, in our unconscious minds. I asked for each and every one to have that anointing and that covering of that sacred blood put over them as protection, cleansing out all old energy, embracing the new. Protect our family, our loved ones, guide us and lead us. Help us do this shadow work as we embrace this cleansing, this deep purification, so we can remain pure and sound-minded. We want to give you praise and glory. Thank you, Father God. All right, fam. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all take your spiritual baths. Remember, add in either that lemon abstract or that citrus abstract into your spiritual baths so you can cleanse out your auric field. Okay, we want to make sure that we're illuminating a bright light out into this lost and dying world. If not, the seeds we planted are going to be duds, okay? All right? All right. I love y'all, and I wish y'all the best. Y'all need me, you know how to reach me. Peace, love, and light, fam. I'm out.